Alright, folks, I'm about to make us some fat-free sloppy joe. I've got me some mushrooms here to use. That's a regular sloppy joe there for the rest of the family. Sorry about all the background noise. Nothing I can do about it. But yeah, I'm gonna cook up these for my sloppy joe because mushrooms are good. Got to have them in mind. And of course, I'm utilizing that TVP for the potassium benefits and to add a little bit of meaty texture to it as well. I was going to use the ground chicken I talked about in my shopping video, but I decided to use it for something else. So this is the route I'm going to go with. And this bag sure has lasted me. When you add other things to it, you can make it last and go a lot further. So, Manwich has zero fat. Sloppy Joe sauce has zero fat, and I'm using some from what I used in theirs. You know, I saved the cans. I'm just adding some water to each one of these cans here and shaking it up. Not much, about that much, not even half a can worth. And that is just to make my flavors more consistent when I get ready to add my thicker sloppy joe sauce, because we gotta cook these mushrooms down. They're gonna release a lot of water in themselves, and we gotta moisturize the TVP and get those flavors incorporated. So that is the plan. And yeah, I'm gonna get to cooking it, letting it heat up, and I'll cut you back on once it gets to going. Alright, so the mushrooms are releasing their water, as you can see. So them and the TVP have become kind of uniform at this point. And I'm going to go ahead and open my bold and spicy here. And add to it to get it flavored up. Alright. So if you're wondering why I went with mushrooms, I like mushrooms on everything. I like mushrooms on hamburger, mushrooms on pizza, mushrooms in my spaghetti. And some of the family members here don't like mushrooms at all, so I think they'd be good on in a sloppy joe situation. So that is what I am up to now. And I got this bold and spicy here that I'm going to mix in here, and I want that bold and spicy flavor in mine. And I'm going to let these mushrooms continue to cook down and absorb that bold and spicy flavor of the sloppy joe. Not too bad for just two 1/4 cups of vegetable protein, which is perfect for sloppy joes if you just wanted to use it. By itself would be totally fine. It'd be totally fine to do. Man, I love the smell of that. I think I just scrape the can and not worry about adding any more water. I think that's what I'll do. I want it thick. Sloppy Joe ain't good unless it's thick. Yeah, that bowl, that's the way to go. Alright, from this point, I guess we'll just see once it's done. We'll hook it up on a bun situation and we'll eat it. Completely fat free. And it is looking delicious. I mean, you could basically eat it right now if you wanted to. It is ready to go. And if that's too much mushroom for you, I understand. But hey, listen, I gotta have it. That's just the way I roll. Alright, so time to make up some of that sloppy joe. See there? Good and thick with the mushrooms and the TVP. And the only fat grams I got on here is coming from the buns themselves. If y'all been around my channel long enough to know when I eat something messy, I am a messy eater. So I got some of this here yellow bird blue agave sriracha I'm gonna put on there. You have to be careful with this stuff. It's kinda hot. I say be careful and then I'm not careful at all. Woo, boy. Oh yeah, this is gonna be messy. Oh yeah. Sloppy Joes. We like them because they're good and sloppy. So I had to sneak and shut that door before my daughter catches me. Ooh, look at there. Look how tiny them mushrooms cook down. Some of them anyway. Them good sloppy Joe. Hey, I'm telling you what, that yellow bird sriracha is banging with this. That flavor blends well with that bold flavor of this Mowich. That's kind of fantastic right there, y'all. That kind of fantastic. I'm gonna have to get me some water. There's no way you're gonna hit your calorie limits with this. No way. You'd be more likely to hit it with bun after bun than you would anything else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's some good sloppy Joe right there. I see some of you are digging the TVP, others of you not so much, but I like it. It keeps everything fat free for me. And it's a good way to trick yourself into think you're having something you ain't having. Which is very important for me since I have that tick allergy in the first place. Oh yeah, that mushroom was the way to go in there. I mean, I could have carried that thing a lot further. Chopped up some bell pepper, some onion in there, along with them mushrooms. Look how much food I got left in there. I could put that over noodles. I could put that over anything else, you know. That gives me a good idea. I got this here sauerkraut while I was at the store. Y'all saw it in my last video. It's a new jar. Oh, wow. Woo. That Clausen brand of pickles and sauerkraut, man. Wow, you can't beat it. You know, sauerkraut has a lot of good health benefits, and it's good for digestion, you know. Digestion helps to improve your weight as well. I mean, if you got proper digestion, you know, you're gonna lose weight pretty good, you know. So fermented type of foods are definitely something you want to invest in. So I like me some sauerkraut anyway, y'all. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the best brand sauerkraut there is right there. And the jar was already in the freezer station cold anyway. Premium crisp, boy. They said a mouthful there. I'm gonna put me some of that yellow bird blue agave sriracha. I highly recommend that. Right on top of the sauerkraut there. Like that. And then this here sloppy Joe with the mushrooms on top of that. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Put a little more. Shoot, I just used a spoon to eat it with. Look at that. About like a spaghetti now. Get that mixed up on there pretty good. Oh yeah. That's special right there. Mm-hmm. That is special right there. I'm loving that. That yellow bird sriracha mixed good with that. Mixed real good with that sauerkraut. Ah. And you know what? You could take that all mixed up like that and make that sandwich even better. That's so much you can do. Mm-hmm. That's a good way to get people that don't like sauerkraut to eat sauerkraut right there. I mean, the sauerkraut is fat free. It's good for the gut. It's going to help get things moving. Help that scale get moving. That jar of sauerkraut ain't going to last because I'm enjoying that more than I did the sandwiches. Boy, was that good. Woo, y'all. Man, that hit the spot. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that sloppy Joe and sauerkraut, man. That was the way to go right there. That was the way to go. That was perfect. I must have been craving that sauerkraut. I mean, after having all them days of sugar and stuff, yeah, that sauerkraut is a welcome change, man. That stuff was delicious. Wow. Wow. All right, folks, let me know what you think down in the comments. I mean, listen. That's some good, thick, sloppy Joe right there, folks. I mean, if you don't like mushrooms, I understand. That's just a latchkey thing. That's just something I wanted to do because I love them. But you see how thick it is. I mean, you could easily, instead of the mushroom, add a few more scoops of that texture vegetable protein. It kind of swells and takes up some of the volume. Let me show you the difference here. Let's see. So, I'm trying to get some with mostly just without too many of the mushrooms. I mean, that's the actual ground beef, and that is the TVP. So, I mean, they are pretty close to each other. And like I said, there's only 2 small scoops of TVP in that, and it went a long way. Imagine a couple of extra scoops in there. But I like to combine it with other things, to get nutrition from other things as well, And these button mushrooms that I use for this is important for men's health and stuff. So that is why I chose them to go along with it. And if y'all like sriracha, I highly recommend this blue agave sriracha here by Yellow Bird. By Yellow Bird, man, that stuff is good. That stuff is good right there. Alright, folks. Once again, tell me what you think down in the comments. This one was a huge success. This might be my favorite one so far. My favorite new recipe so far of the fat-free and the low-fat stuff that I have been messing with recently. I really enjoyed that. And I highly recommend you try it with the sauerkraut. You won't be disappointed. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Alright, folks, that's all I got for this one. So until the next one, you folks have a good one.